Cannabis has been demonized for decades, but it's now being decriminalized in more places, including Germany. Compared to alcohol, which causes 1 in 20 deaths yearly, cannabis seems mild. But its negative effects have often been exaggerated to justify harsh punishments. Recently, the narrative shifted too far, portraying cannabis as nearly harmless. Legalization has also made it easier to study, and while cannabis is much less harmful than alcohol, new research reveals it has a dark side. It's more addictive than we thought and can have serious long-term effects. Cannabis's key component, THC, creates its mind-altering effects. Over the decades, THC levels in cannabis products have skyrocketed, doubling or tripling in potency. Edibles and concentrates often exceed 60% THC. Unfortunately, higher THC levels increase the risks associated with cannabis use. More people use cannabis today than ever before. In the US, daily cannabis use recently surpassed alcohol use. In Canada, 26% of people aged 16 and older used cannabis in 2022, up from 22% in 2018. While legalization has played a role, the rise in cannabis use began long before it became legal. Many people believe cannabis isn't addictive, and for most users, that's true. But 2 in 10 cannabis users experience problems, and 1 in 10 develops a serious addiction. These individuals often use daily, building tolerance and struggling with withdrawal when they try to stop. Addiction risk increases with high THC doses, frequent use, and starting young. For heavy users, cannabis can cause anxiety, irritability, and depression. Ironically, they often rely on cannabis to alleviate these feelings, even though it may make them worse over time. Frequent cannabis use can numb emotions, dulling both pain and joy. This can lead to a cycle of avoidance, where users fail to process life's challenges. Over time, this emotional numbness can hinder personal growth and create a sense of loneliness or isolation. Teenagers face the highest risks. Starting cannabis use early increases the likelihood of addiction and mental health issues, including depression, anxiety, and psychosis. Heavy use during adolescence can impair memory, motivation, and learning, which may lead to lifelong consequences. Stopping cannabis after heavy use can cause withdrawal symptoms like headaches, irritability, trouble sleeping, and even physical discomfort. These symptoms typically subside within a few weeks, but they highlight the drug's potential for dependency. Cannabis directly impacts brain chemistry, potentially affecting memory, learning, and decision-making. While many effects improve after quitting, heavy use may cause lasting changes, though more research is needed. The risks are especially concerning for teens, whose brains are still developing. Cannabis is less harmful than alcohol, but it's still a drug with risks. Moderation is key for responsible use. If you're a teenager, the science is clear. Wait. For adults, occasional use minimizes risks and enhances the experience. Legalization gives us a chance to treat cannabis honestly, acknowledging both its benefits and downsides. By staying informed, we can make smarter choices about its use.